going to talk about the racehorses real quick. Trying to get through my videos. I get back in Kentucky another 10 minutes. Still got to do the 2-year-olds, but 2-year-olds and 3-year-old videos will move much quicker this week. I can probably do them in the morning. For now, All Gas No Brakes is in on Monday. Picked to win, I believe, and schooled well last week, so I'm expecting a good result from him. Atlas Hanover raced great in Dayton the other day. Found a good spot for this guy. Took some time, a couple of wrong turns, but it looks like we're on the right track now. Divine Zeddy, he is going to qualify, I believe, this week with the hobbles on, so that should be good. Greatest Ending, good race out of him the other day. It looks like he's heading to Pennsylvania for a couple of starts. Megan is going to race Greatest Ending for us, and Mark and Melissa Beckwith in the Poconos for a couple of starts, so that should be good. How the Hell made a break the other day on the list. I don't really want to talk about that. I feel a little frustrated over that. We'll get him off the list and get him racing. I Forbid You finished 7th. Not a great result for her, but had a bad trip. Didn't have a bad trip. Bad post position, 4 wide in the last turn. Just didn't work out. We'll get her back going this week. J.K. Mickey Mantle was flat. A little frustrated with his output right now. Hopefully we can fix that in the coming weeks. We'll see. J.K. Victory raced good. It was 4th place, 6th, went through the same pylons. The guy in front of him was 2nd place, 5th, went through. So a little frustrated over that, but that happens. What are you going to do once in a while? Looks like Money is back now. He goes to get his leg looked at on Monday to see what kind of, hopefully what kind of progression we've made with him. Renegade Gypsy, he must have raced. I forget, missed his race. I'm going to check and see how he did. Oh, really? Going right now? Well, I guess we can go back to him. Hoosier Park. It's in Hoosier Park. So Renegade Gypsy should be racing right now. Drew a kind of a tough spot last week and drew a bad spot again this week. Hopefully we can get this guy back on track. That's frustrating. Resolute Bay is getting close to being ready to go for Harry in Ontario, and a Series Dragon just raced. He is on the cusp of being able to do in there, but from the outside, 25-1 going to the gate. We don't want to see that. But what are you going to do? I mean, we can find... See in this one. It's Trotter, and he's got the 10-hole. Yeah, I just heard Renegade Gypsy. Oh, I thought he had the 10-hole. Are you sure that's tonight? Yeah, that's what I thought. So that isn't a replay. We need to watch it with this one. So Series Dragon.
I went to live, and I put Hoosier.
You clicked Hoosier Live, and it said Renegade Gypsy. Well, it should be live then.
And then it said, oh yeah, that's the right race.
Oh, you're watching it? Turn it sideways. We're literally watching Renegade Gypsy. Amy is right now as we drive down. Dunbar Hall. Still racing. Turn it down a little bit. Right? So Serious Dragon. We need to find a better spot for him. Now, does that mean by a better spot, that means a 3 or 4 hole? Or does that mean we have to move him out of there? What's wrong? Okay. Where's he sitting? Oh, that's not good.
30-1.
That was a tough class, I think. I don't know. I'm not sure. So, Serious Dragon, we'll see how this plays out over the next week. I want to talk to Harry. I want to talk to James a little bit and ask them what they think. If he's not going to be able to do in that class, we'll likely move him over to the Meadows where he can. There is a class for him for a couple of starts there. Yo Mister. Him and Kings County are going to race together this week. That'll only happen once. And then Yo Mister and Kings County are going to rotate at Cumberland Run a little bit. So a couple of weeks at Cumberland Run and then back to Dayton, swap them out and race them like that. As I said to Stacy, and she understood, I said, I just don't want to race. I don't want to race those horses against themselves in the open. What happened?
He was 3rd.
He was 3rd? You raced good? How fast they go? 53. Yeah, he raced very good then. So it looks like Gypsy's coming around not bad. It looks like he finished 3rd tonight. Was he beat much?
Nope.
No. Well, good.
But he just got beat for 2nd.
Oh, well, he raced good then. So that was a good outing there. Literally live from Renegade Gypsy. So Yo Mister, probably 2 weeks in Cumberland Run and then come back, race here at Dayton, and then back to Kings County will go to Cumberland Run for a couple of weeks, that type of thing. I think that will work out really, really well, both for Eric and Stacy and the horses. Good as him is jogging still. I believe he's going to start training soon if he hasn't already. I believe he's starting to look really, really good. Locatelli's getting really close to qualifying. Happy with him. No free lunch races tonight in about an hour, so we'll see him race before we go to bed. Think of Galaxy's a bit of a stinker tonight, but not her fault. Shipped 4 hours. I don't feel bad for leaving with her. I'm not taking the blame for the entire night. I think driving-wise, 26-2, 55 flat with Think of Galaxy's would have put her in the winner's circle at the Meadows. The problem is the Meadows is 4 hours from Dayton, and I think just the ship alone, she maybe just got washed out a bit. We'll check her blood just to see, make sure she didn't tie up. I don't think there's anything seriously wrong there. B. Lisa, I'm going to move her back over to race in the Meadows and bring Unique Style to Northfield Park. What are you watching there?
Derby.
That's a pacing derby?
No.
What race is it?
The first one.
What race number? 11. Yeah, he's in the 14th. The Mama B? James.
Just watching it all.
Oh. So really happy with, really happy to move them around. I think B. Lisa will be a great fit. Will be a great fit at the Meadows in that claimer How the Hell was in. Now he has to qualify, so I guess we're going to try and turn lemons into lemonade there and move a horse in that can maybe do some damage there also. I think.
Style is Race Shaker is asking.
Oh, was he? No, what did he ask? He didn't ask me.
He's asking me how he was doing.
He was fourth yesterday, third the week before, I think. Hey, race good. I'm going to bring him to Northfield, Unique Style, though, and race him there. I think he's going to be a better fit in Northfield, and B. Lisa definitely is a better fit at the Meadows. So there's that. We'll get down to Oakwood Cowboy. He's turned out right now. He's going to be out for a very short period of time. We'll bring him back in. It wasn't working out the way that we were racing, or trying to race Oakwood Cowboy. So I think it'll be much, much better in that regard. Stay Close has been racing absolutely fantastic in the Meadows, but a bit of a tough race this week with getting parked to the quarter 26-4, and then trying to find her way after that. I think Mark felt bad, but I told him it's certainly not your fault. How else were you going to race him? You got to go forward out of the 7-hole with the horse that hit the outside because he won the race the week before. Where were you planning on putting him otherwise? So really, really happy with Stay Close, but just disappointed in the outcome. But nobody's fault. Certainly not the horses, and certainly not Mark's. Just the way the race shook out. We'll get a crack at them again next time. Turn it down a little bit. Kings County will go to Cumberland Run, as I said, swap out with Yo Mister over the next little while. They start in 2 weeks, so they're going to race together in Dayton this week, and then they'll race. One will race in Dayton the next week. The other one will race in Cumberland Run the opening week in the open trot there. Quan Blue Chip, a little disappointed with this guy. I thought he had a little more kick. He's racing in the 30s in Ontario, but he struggles in the 20s at the Meadows. Now, I don't really, when Tim said, well, you try him once more in there, I'd rather just jam him. Put him in a 15, 12, 10, anywhere. Just get him in where he can win a race. We can start moving forward with this guy. You know, he is a claimer. Sometimes the 20s slide in their 10s. Sometimes the 10s get hot in their 20s or 30s. And that's kind of where we're at with this guy, I think, right now. White Tiger's been racing good and continues to race good. Delicious Stone DK, mark my words, be on the lookout for this guy next week. I think he's going to go a very big mile. Patrick DePrano has gone many very big miles for us, and a lot of them in the last little while. Second in 48 the other day, a winner in 48 the week before, has been racing out of his skin again. Just keeps coming back for more of this guy. I love what I see from Patrick DePrana, and I can't wait to see him race again next week. And then last but certainly not least, Sintra. We just talked about good horses coming back around. This guy's in a little bit of a funk. He's had a tough summer. He's done good for us, and he continues to do good for us all year long, but going to help him out also. We're going to try and find a softer spot for him when he gets up a little higher in Grand River, or Flamborough now, I guess. So with that, I'm going to let you guys go. That's the race horses. I'll be back tomorrow. We got a ton to talk about tomorrow. 2-year-olds, 3-year-olds, and of course, all the horses at the Lexington Sale.